I'm going to show you how to put all of this inside of a 2x2. Greetings guys, ItsSiex here. Today I'm going to show off my 2x2 trio base. Let's get an aerial view here real quick. This is what it looks like. It's just your standard 2x2 with honeycombing, and then we've got an airlock system with a locker setup. We'll show that. When you open up here, you open up into shotgun trap, code locked locker with a code locked drop box. You open up, you're into a buttoned up little area like this. We'll open up each one of these to kind of show off what we got. We've got the research bench with a loot box. We've got the shotgun trap. We've got triple loot boxes up top, double down low with the little box and a barbecue. Behind here, you could put your TC, or we've got the same thing mirrored on the other side. You can put your TC, same place here within the honeycomb. If you place it on this side, it's further for the door raiders. If someone were to door raid you, coming through from here to here, and then if they blow up this next, they could have access to this TC there. So I'd even recommend sticking it in the back left corner, furthest away from the door. But in this setup right now, I've got the 3 loot boxes up top, double down low, shotgun trap, little loot box, repair bench. Then here we've got our furnaces with a couple shotgun traps as well. You got the 3 there, and then you've got your tier 3 workbench. You could put a tier 2 here. I'd recommend the tier 3. Have like a starter base somewhere else where you do the tier 2 and then you upgrade into this. This is meant to be like an inconspicuous kind of build. Real small, not super huge profile, just meant to be trio. So this is the gist of it. We'll get into the build now and the upkeep costs once we get this all finished up. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so this is the very foundation of the build. This is a 2x2. We're going to set it up with triangles all the way around. And then depending where you want your entrance to be for the space, you're going to put that 3rd triangle wherever you want that to be. You want the hard wall out because this is still going to be a hard wall triangle, just like so. So we're gonna button this up, do hard walls all the way on the outside, bordering this. So let's fast forward to that. Okay, there we go. So we've got our complete frame set up. Now we'll put up all of our garage door frames. And then in the middle here, we're going to do 2 half walls. It's important that you have them both face the same direction. What I recommend is you want to put them opposite to the side of where you're going to put your TC. So if someone were to door raid me and they were to come through here, I might want to put my TC on that far corner. So in that case, they might pick through this to conserve on explosives. So once this is all buttoned up and a raider's coming through and they raid through here, we don't want them to be able to pick through these walls. We'd rather them use the explosives to get through here, and then through here, and then through here, thus costing more explosives in the long run. So I'm going to put my TC on this side of the build for this location. In the tour we did before, I had the TC set up to be placed there, but for this instance, we're going to put it over here. Let's put this in. We're going to have these walls like this. These ceiling tiles will be here, and we can place 3 crates across the top as long as we have enough room for the TC. So you want to put the TC almost like you're going to go all the way to the very back corner. Kind of just do a little twist, just like that. So we didn't go right back to the very left corner. We pulled out a little bit, and then a little twist. Place it like that. You'll be able to reach it from here without breaking the plane. You'll be able to grab a hold of that. And then when you put this in, you'll be able to set this up. And you'll be able to throw down a garage door in its place. Before you continue on here, you want to make sure that you can place that garage door. If it places red, it means you've gone too far forward. So I can do this because of this being a build server. But if the plane of this TC breaks the plane of this frame here, it's going to be like, no good, doesn't fit. So you need to be able to make sure that it's blue in places. So on top of that, now that we've got that, this is the build, guys. This is what you need. Everything else is just a matter of placement. So you can place down sleeping bags. This is all going to be an open commons area anyways. So then we'll put furnaces in the corner here. Tuck one all the way up against the wall. Just place where so, and then like that. So you got your 3 like so. As far as placing this, I like to place what looks like the large side where you've got the big cabinet drawer there, I like to face that this way, because what doesn't show here is when you actually place this, there's this huge drill press that actually pops down once you place down a tier 3. And if you place it on this side, the drill press sticks out and it kind of gets in the way of the furnaces. So if you place it this direction, oh, also, let's place the garage doors. I like to place all the garage doors in the out formation, because if you place it on the inside, the frame of the shelf there will stick through the door. If you place it on the outside, it covers it up. Also, you want to place it on the outside on this side, so then that way the code lock, because the code lock will always be on the left side facing the front. So the code lock will appear right here on this location, because if we were on the other side, we'll clip through here. If you're on this side, the code lock's always on the left side, never on the right. So if you were to place this the other way around, it'd be on the right side after you place everything. Some of your friends that don't have access to the code lock won't be able to reach without destroying boxes. So that's important for when you're on this side. It's going to be on the left side, so you need this to place the other way. All right, got the roller on the outside. Now it's a matter of placing everything else that we got. It's nice to place the doors first if you can, so then that way you don't screw up and go and place like a tier 3. Because if you place this tier 3 workbench and then you realize after you placed it you can't put a door on, you're in trouble. So you want to put the door on, put the frame up, you want everything else in place before you waste putting down this tier 3, because they're expensive and they don't destroy so easily. So then you'll just finagle, you'll try to find what's good. You're going to have a little bit stick out, that's fine. So we'll do like that. Here's that giant drill press I was talking about, and it extends out beyond the frame that you could originally see. Now we'll place a couple small boxes. The small box you take like this, you find where it just fits in there, boop. Then you rotate this guy, and you can place another small box. And then rotate it back. There you go. So that's that. And close that out. You have a little bit sticking out, which is fine. It's sticking out on the right side. This allows you all access here and all access here without interrupting. It's sitting in the middle of the base, so that's perfect. Research bench, I like to stick that right over here. You can have this face either way. You can have this face like so or like so. I typically, when I build this, I like to build it like this. I like to take it, try to find is how I minimize as much space as possible, so that it's not confining me here. If I put it the other way, this corner sticks out over here, and then it kind of gets in the way of reaching other things. So I have the flow of it move like this to the doorway. Then you can take your crate to get that back as far as we can, just so that when we shut the door, it's good. I would recommend code locking that, as well as code locking this and the locker. We'll put the locker here too. This locker can just go right up against this wall with the drop box. Oh yeah, don't forget, these are just going to be normal walls here. That's just all part of the normal honeycombing. So from the aerial, this is what we got. Everything's honeycombed off. The honeycomb's all being utilized for different components, whether it be a research bench, repair bench, repair bench will be over there, workbench, lockers, furnaces. So if they try to come through the walls, which typically raiding through the walls isn't as common on small bases, usually it's thought, the train of thought is door raiding is the cheapest method or cheapest way to go about. So that's what'll happen on this for sure, is you'll get door raided. Tuck this in as close as possible there, and then right up against this wall here, and then we'll put the barbecue in the middle. Set the barbecue down with a small crate. Now you can access the barbecue, put your food in there. You got the small crate, you got this, and you can reach that. As far as this is concerned, we can fit 3 across here, and this works. I like placing these as back far as possible, so that if I need to, I can kind of like climb up there. There you go, something like that. And like I said, I like to keep those pushed back as far as possible, so when I'm, when we're playing and I need to get out of someone's way, I can just jump up on the corner here. I can do whatever. They can manage the furnaces. I can grab access to whatever I need from here. There we got 5 boxes plus a little. We can do the same thing over here, but first, let's put in our repair bench. The repair bench, I like to have face me like this. You can place, real carefully, 1 box, 2 box, and then let's make another box real quick. There we could fit 3 more boxes up along here. Carry over the edge, and that'll be fine. Then we've got our garage doors and our main doors. We'll put our main doors on. You want it to open something like this. So then that way, if a raider comes through, if they blast in the doorway, they can come through, they can see in, but they can't actually get in. And then you'd have code locks on both of these. So you'd put your code locks like that. So they wouldn't be able to access those. They just get that bleep, bleep, bleep. They could try to break it. By that time, you could log back in, grab your DB. Maybe they get access to it, but whatever it is, this is just a drop box anyways. It's meant for dumping loot, for sorting later. You come in here, code lock everything. It'll show up on the left side. So there you got your code lock for this door here because of the placement that we did. And then we should get the same thing on this side. We specifically put this on the inside so that our code lock would show up here so that someone could enter codes. There we go. We'll throw on our roofs, our ceiling tiles. There we go. That's the base. This is the look of everything open. Very open. You got your commons area here. You got your 3 furnaces. You got all this. You got all that. Everything's working where it is. You've literally got everything you need. And then when you log off, when you want to button this thing up for the night, there you go. I'll stay on this side when I log off. Whoop! Good night. So there's our cost. We got 1,500 stone per hour, just shy of 400 metal frags. And there it is. You got a maximum decay time or a maximum upkeep time. Shotgun traps don't affect it. So you got a total of 12 days, 3 hours. Nice little 2x2 with absolutely everything inside of it. Plenty of storage. 11 large crates. I had originally in the intro said 5 small crates, but with the way we placed the workbench, if you place it in this direction, you can get 1 more additional small one in there. So we got a total of 6 small crates, 11 large, and then you got the TC, and you got other things as well, like research bench where you can keep scrap, as well with the workbench itself. So that's the build. Let me know if you've tried it and how successful it was. If you see any improvements or any recommendations or any ideas, let me know, and I'll try to implement it in future builds. Peace.